their non-renewal or their termination and verify whether or not the government of Trinidad is lying to the citizens.
What is going on? What is going on here? What is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Why? I can't even open the door. What is going on? What is this? I can't even get in. What? What is going on? Oh God, and my things are in there. What is going on? I am Isabella Lakhan, former address of Embacadere in San Fernando.
This apartment, which building?
Apartment, apartment 302. Apartment 302.
Block A.
Block A.
Embacadere.
In Embacadere.
Right. So, Ms. Lakhan, tell me what is your problem?
My problem is, I'm moving here on the 29th of September 2009. And since I come in, I was happy and comfortable. And a certain time, after a few months, I started to get problems with the light. And with the light, I started to get scared. So I had to go into the office in San Fernando, HDC, and I make a complaint. When I made the complaint, the electricians came. About two came. And when they come, they look at me and they look at the place and they say, "Mom, who brought you here? I said, why? They smile. So I didn't bother. They called me again. Mom, come bring a bucket. Not a pan or anything, a bucket. So I walked with the bucket. And when I went to them, they opened a part of the wall, and things started to come out like Quaker oats porridge. And I was wondering why. So they say, I don't want to disturb you. And they fixed it. They went away. After that, a little time passed after, and the neighbor downstairs gave me a fan, and the fan started to shock. So I called her, and when she come, she said the fan is a good fan, but here's a problem place. The mister that I met here, the neighbor, he was an elderly man to me, and he tell me I have to be careful here because a child nearly break her neck on the step. And I started to get uncomfortable, but I didn't take it on to be unhappy. After that, a morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, I feel that I wanted to go to the washroom. So I get up and I went to the washroom. And when I went in the washroom, I just got a bath with that cold water. And I started to get scared, but all I started to do is to dry my skin, dry my skin, dry my skin. And I went back to HDC, and they come and say some next part to fix. Well, anyhow, it had no cupboards and all these things, so they start to fix and change doors. Whilst I was here, they changed about 2 to 3 doors. And they put up 2 cupboards. And then in 2010, rain started to come. When telling you rain coming in, water coming in from the back door to the front door, the gallery, you can't stay outside at all, at all, at all. So I started to find out. So they say, well, when rain come, the water does blow in. So when it have no rain, but you can't stay outside. So I was okay. And after that, water just started coming on me. And at night, I tried to, I can't even explain what I tried to do. The way the water come. And I went in on the step is not concrete or wood. The step is a ply step. And to the top of the step, I don't know how to call the top, but that was pure iron. And it had a hole and my foot went down. So right now I have a break toe. I got a break toe and my face slam in. I got a loss of teeth from by my jaw. And I only was spitting blood. But I couldn't call nobody because I was just thinking about God. I started thinking about God and I wasn't calling nobody at all. And I tried to pull out my foot from in the hole. And after that, I just had to be stinging with water. Water until I started to call journalists. I went to the Guardian right down the hill, and Radhika came. I don't know who, and Tulsi and Radhika came. And when they come, Radhika put a story, it was on the papers. Not even the night or the next day, water started coming here so. that I called Sheldon. So when I called Sheldon, he tell me that he busy right now, he can't come, but he will come. So he came a Saturday in October month. And when he come in here, the whole place, he got a bath. Sheldon here would get a bath. He and an Indian boy. And they start to watch one another. So I asked him, why watching one another? He said, you don't see the lights getting black and you could lose your life. So I said, no, don't tell me that. Don't get me scared. So they said, no, we are serious. He said, no, I'm very, very serious. This is what's going on here now with you. And later on the night, a lady from HDC came and a young boy. I don't know the name, but was an Indian boy and a Negro girl. And they come and they ask me how I'm going and whatnot, and I tell them, they say, well, listen, we could place you, but you'll have to pay a rent for 2 months. I said, well, I can't afford it. I wouldn't be able to afford it. So what to do otherwise? If I'll get friends or family, somebody to help me. They say, well, if that will be, it will be okay, but we will have to locate you. I say, well, all right. So when I did do that, I went to HDC in Port of Spain to the lady what is in charge of rental. When I went to her, I spoke to her. I said, but what's about the rent? She said, no. As long as in this position, you have no rent to pay. I said, thank you. She said, how are you going? I said, okay. So she said, I heard you were sick. I said, yes, bad. I said, at time, I went to my doctor because I couldn't talk. I couldn't talk at all. I was only, this kind of way. So I gone to the doctor. When I reached, my doctor was not in Trinidad. I don't know where he was. I have a special doctor, private. So I see the doctor next door. And then it had a lady was walking with me. That is the lady went with me to the doctor. And when she went with me to the doctor, well, the doctor was doing all kind of things to talk, for her to talk, to get my voice. And that couldn't happen. And he started burn paper, make me chew it up, and I started to make her sign with my eyes and thing because I started to get more scared. So she didn't understand me, so I trying to tell her I will hold on until my doctor come back. Well, my doctor didn't stay long, and he came back, and I got back my voice. And I was hiding it, that I didn't want nobody to know what was going on with me. I went back, and the lady, what was in charge of housing, I went and carried a letter for her that I am owing rent. She said, don't bother with that. What happened is, government changed, and they brought in a set of different people. And everybody, not you alone, you know, everybody name I owing 77,000, and then I get one owing a next set of 1,000. So then I started to go by Dr. Ramadas Singh, and I showed it to him. He gave me a letter now to come to her. I come back to the lady. She said, don't bother. I am telling you, you are not in the apartment, so that you cannot pay rent. I say, all right. After that, she called me and asked me to come. She wants to come into the apartment herself. So I reached the morning at HDC before her. And when I reach, I meet another lady but she was training to do that job. So I wait. I spent almost about 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And she said, listen to me. I am sorry for you. Have it too hard. Go and rest yourself. She said, where you going? I said, I'm going. I don't know where anyway, but I will go. She said, I don't know why they're doing you these things. I don't know why they're doing you these things. I don't know if it's because of this government, what passed, I really don't know. But take care of yourself, and you must come back and look for me. I say, all right. And from that, I just started. I started to get sick, all the time. And it had times now. I never come back here alone. I'm always looking for a dead stranger. But I'll always look for it had a lady used to work with my brother. He's deceased now. And she used to come with me. And she passed away. And when she passed away, this lady passed away. So then I used to come and go and sit down in City Gate. And I would I look at the people, and I will ask anybody I feel. It had an Indian man. I used to get him to come with me about 3 or 4 times. And he tell me, he don't know what to tell me again. This is wickedness. I say, I believe in God. After that, I couldn't come because I can't walk up this step. So it had a gentleman used to come by, Dr. Ramadasing. And one day he starts speaking to me. I know him very, very good, and he know me. But when I say I know him very good, by Dr. Ramadasing, he used to come with a side of people every Tuesday. And he would speak to me, I'll speak to him. And I used to tell him what is going on with me. I say, I can't climb this step, and I can't do this, and I will explain him. So he tell me that I wouldn't be able to get a house. I say, well, even if I can get a house, there's something I have to get, because right now, I tired go house to house, and I getting tired. And as my foot now, well, I started to limp, because the breakthrough started to get, I don't know what started to happen with it. And after that, I just come in until one day I meet a present lady, and I ask her. I used to see her coming by Dr. Ramadasing regular. I saw her there more than 4 years. And it's about a year or 2 years. A day she come in, she say, you still here? I say, yes. She say, oh God, no. And I made friends with her. And I ask her, I explain her about me and this apartment. And I tell her I could hardly walk. I explain her what's going on with me. And when I'm ready to go to visit the apartment, if she'll come with me, she say yes. So she decided to come with me. And when she come with me, we would stand up in front of the door and look at everything. I had 9 bags. And I had a bag that all my things that is valuable, I bought that bag, I put it in it. I had a peanut bottle with different parts of jewelry, the earring, ring. I had my husband watch his 30th service from Texaco. It's from Y Dilemma. And I had my mouth in the front that full of gold. I had the teeth, the gold that drop out. I had bracelets. I had slave band. I had all different types, and I had a lot of bills. and I had a lot of pictures. I had my daughter wedding video. I had things that I can't even remember. And the bag just disappeared. So I went back now to HDC and tell them, look, I opened the door and my bag gone. They tell me go right now straight to the station. I went to the station. They sent 2 police with me, a WP and a man. And when they come, I gave the police the key. He opened the door. They helped me to come in. They searched the whole place. It had nothing like break-in. They say somebody using a key. I say, well, I don't know. But look, the bag gone. And when I went back to HDC, the police went back with me to HDC. And when I tell them, they say, nobody touched nothing. And this man said, we're on a walkabout. And the man said, he entitled to do anything because he know what he's doing and he's close to the minister, and I can't do nothing about that. And he don't think I'll ever own a place again. And after that, a day, I went to Shogunas. I was in an MP office talking to the receptionist. And whilst I was there, my phone rang. When it rang, the same man started to talk to me. Whilst he's speaking to me, she asked, who is that speaking to you like that? I said, that is the same man. What I tell you, just tell me everything what go on and what they're going to do me. And he tell me, I must be careful because I don't know who have a firearm. And she said, and she took down his number. I have it in my bag here. His number of his phone, and she gave it to me. Plus, I have his first number. And I have other papers from different people what will tell me what is going on. And here I am, still begging. I used to go to the Prime Minister's office in Pinal very, very often. When I go, the boy Danny, he reached a stage that he filled out all my documents, everything, and ready to give me a place. And he sent me to the chairman. I and the lady went to the chairman. When they went, the man said he go in there the Wednesday. When he went, he never called. He said he will call back. He never did. When I do get back to him, we meet a girl. The girl said, the man said to say that he out of the country and he don't know when he coming back. But the man is afraid because if he speak to me, he will lose his job. I say, okay, thank you. Then, in the Prime Minister's office, she started calling the minister and begging the minister, could you pay this lady for her damages? Because she lost all her money. I had almost $70,000 fold up in a sort of cloth in the center of the bag, and then the bag that cover with different things. And she keep begging that to pay me, get a place for me, and then I stop going. I get fed up because they start in a different way to look at me. And here I am. I'm not going there anymore. Yesterday, I paid the Prime Minister a visit. She said she's going to send in a letter in HDC. And right now is election time and she doesn't know what to do. So I don't know what to do too.
How old are you, man?
I am 77 years.
How long have you been locked out of your home?
from October in 2009 was a Saturday. I can't remember the date. Oh, Miss, the lady in HDC in Port of Spain, Miss Jones, Renata Jones, called me and tell me, Miss Lakhan, the only place I could find for you is in the canal downstairs. I said, the only thing you could give to me, Miss Jones, not in the canal. I said, you can't put me in the canal. And the only place I'm sure I have to do is to die. Thank you. And I never heard nothing from nobody else. And that lady was very close to me. And she did something I did not like, and I just speak to her, and that was it. Yeah, everybody was nice to me. And I went back to look one day for the lady what in charge of the rental. They moved them and carried them a whole side in a building in Duncan Street. There's where the lady is. Yeah. But I never get to talk to her.
Do you have any documents to show that this is your apartment?
Look at my receipts here. Look at them. Look at my receipts. I never pay 1 month rent. I always pay 3, 2. I never pay less than 2. Look at my receipts here.
So, Ms. Lakhan, how have you been managing on a day-to-day basis, not being able to get into this apartment?
Well, my different friends. I don't like my children to know what's happening to me. I don't want my grandson to know what's happening to me because I lost all his documents. I had things to give him. I don't know. I don't want to carry on that conversation. Because I come from a very, very decent family and respectable family with children. And my children doesn't know what is going on with me because I am ashamed. They don't know. My grandson, what born, he spent here about 3 or 4 months with me. And when my brother gets sick very bad, he called him to take care of him. And there's where he passed away. And after that, my grandson get married. The day my grandson get married, under Hindu rites, I was at Dr. Ramadas Singh. And that is all I know. I just hide from my children because I am ashamed to see how I am treated. And I never accustomed with this. I don't know about this life. It is one special lady I will look forward to right now because that is the only lady I just feel I could talk to. And right now, I am under doctor care because I have a letter right now. I have to pay $4,000. And that is how I get to know my bag gone. I have to pay $4,000. I have never went to a clinic in my life. All I go is to private doctor. I have one special doctor in the nursing home. He sent about 9 letters. Every time I go to him, he will send a letter asking the minister to give me a home. I need a home. I need a home. And he will quarrel with me, and I never let him know what happened to me, but what happened to me now, like it got an effect on me. So I don't know how to tell him. So he put me on to the next specialist. I went to that specialist week before, where he tell me I have to come in. And right now, I don't know which part I'll be resting in peace. Because I have to, how I get into this from the water from my head going down to something, I can't even repeat it, and I don't know what to say. I went, my property, I lost my property through mortgage. I mortgaged it for my son-in-law, and they didn't pay, and I did not know. So I went to the people where I bought my property from. They are Muslim. And there is where, even when I was here in this apartment here, I used to go down there and spend the day with them. And they receive me. And it's there, I think, going to pay for my surgery. So I am a Muslim.
That yellow document you have, can you display it? What is it for?
That is when I'm going to pay rent.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Anything else you need to tell us about what you're going to do like tomorrow?
No, I can't say nothing. I can't say nothing because I don't know what to do.
So where have you been staying?
Here, there, and everywhere.
And you've been safe. I have been staying here, there, and everywhere. I have been staying here, there, and safe.
I have been staying here, there, and everywhere.
You see,
Just not wait.
you're thankful for? I am thankful.
I am thankful for this daughter, Elizabeth. This lady, I don't know how I will repay her, because she always will look out for me and say I'm okay. I feel she's my child.
Does she live nearby?
No, no, she lives very far. Very, very, very far. And sometimes she would take me by her. Yeah.
How often she comes to check on you?
Very, very often, all the time. All the time, she's on the phone all the time, all over the day, all over the night, all the time, all the time. She's always there, always there. She's always there, I can't tell you.
So she's your knight in shining armor?
Yeah, yes, yes, yes. Yes,
She's my
yes.
knight in shining.
She's my light and shining hour, that lady.
Okay. All right, thanks. Okay. Go ahead. Talk.
This is a receipt book, which where I go to pay courts. The things that lock up inside there.
Open it up.
The things that lock up inside the house there, the apartment. This is where I now finish paying courts. I pay courts. The last payment was in 2003, right? I close off the account. So this is and plus beside this, I have receipts. I have a whole bowl of receipts of paying courts.
Turn it over.
And those are the things what I had in the apartment. Everything that I have showing that is in the apartment.
Okay. Thank you very much.
My name, my name is Betty Sinclair. I live at Central Chagonas, Village, Caparo, Main Road, Caparo. I've been going to Mr. Ramadas Singh's office for help and giving my service also to the UNC People's Party, together with Mr. Ramadas Singh. And being there, I met this lady, Mrs. Lakhan, and she had given to me her story. And I felt it as woman to woman, and as woman, as a young girl, as a woman to a mother to me. And I tell her I will go to Mr. Ramadas Singh and see what kind of help she could get after being so many years in the backbench. I took her to Mr. Ramadas Singh's office, and at that point in time, Mr. Ramadas Singh had reached out to help her. But as soon as she was in the brink of that help, it had a little mishap with Mr. Ramadas Singh. And we all felt it for him, which I know it was not the truth, but we all felt it for him. There where her story was set back. So we all went to offices, Mr. Prakash. We went to Mrs. Kamala. We went to many ministers we went to mention. And all they said, they cannot help because she are not from the district. And what could we have done? We had to go back to Mrs. Kamala's office because we are seeing her as the Prime Minister with the voice that we are looking for. But when we went there, it's shame to say, we were much embarrassed to see the way in which the help was conducted from the people that she lay to help us. And when she herself come, she hardly had words to say to us. But I am asking for this lady. She has nowhere to go. She could hardly sleep. She always at the doctor's office. I always with her. What I'm asking for the government to help her. Right now she has to go on an operation. The operation is costing $4,000. There are people who are willing to help her. There are people, they are called the Muslims. They are the only people she could return to help her because she's getting no help from nowhere because of this incident, this building, this HDC building, where she asked for help, got help, and because of a fault, apparently, they themselves don't know how to help. But God is God, and God will help in some way or the other. But they always speak about they will help the elders, and she's an elder. And we all know, every mother, every woman, every elderly, we all have children, we all have grandchildren, and we need that help. And I want that help for her. I want that help. If today or tomorrow I have to close my eye, let me close my eye of this good will that God permit me on this earth to do. Help, help. She need that help. I cannot do it alone. I cannot do it alone.
Thank you very much.
Oh Lord, good Lord, everybody let me see you clap those hands. Come now and let me see you clap those hands. Everybody let me see you clap those hands. Come now and let me see you clap those hands. I'll tell you how it, tell you how it, I'll tell you how it, Lord, tell you I got it, oh Lord, Lord, I am a real carnival to Bangkok, God carnival to Bangkok, as soon as carnival done this year, well I just start catching fever, when the doctor come diagnose me, tell me what the world is not thinking, it's just delusions and delusions of me thinking, so can you help me? Every time I hear a police siren, I'm thinking this is God coming to take me to the next venue, so my performance will not be short. When I see a big truck in Port of Spain, thinking it's out of bliss, it's a big dump truck passing with red sand in it. Lord, I tell you how it, tell you how it, I tell you how.
Telling her what is happening. We just so wait for her. And they can't find her. And she payment every month.
Come now and let me see you clap those hands. I'm jumping on the road with tribe. Do with my woman on my right hand side. All my friends and them from outside. Who from north and who from south side. I'm just jumping with the man in the road. I'll call in me on it cold. When them girl them bumpers are roll. Man them a get bumpers to hold. When anytime I go out and buy some beer, all I see is juvenile. When the blue devils them bumper, I'm in the black